Well. Welcome back. This is Anime Degens, the Bullshit Hour, episode 27. Two topics. You know the rules. What's going on, boys?
I'm doing good.
I'm doing good. I really enjoy this song.
Yeah, no.
God
damn it.
Hey,
I thought I got the bottom of it.
It's all good. It's the bullshit hour, baby. We don't gotta be serious.
it ain't a true Degen episode without a second replay, bro.
Oh my god.
Nah, we're running it, boys. Don't even worry about it.
Okay. Well, I'll get it right one day. We've been doing this for over 6 months, and I am still working on it. But I'm getting better. The volume's getting lower. But so guys, we got two topics. You guys know the rules. Our first topic is going to be the most disrespectful anime moments in history. Very excited for this one. I love. That's one of my favorite parts about anime. It's just like when it gets ridiculous.
Of all time.
In
All
history.
time.
In history.
All time.
And then we're gonna do a little bit of, raise your glass and your spirits. But before that, Tyler, you were featured on a different podcast. You cheating?
Oh,
You're cheating, dude.
Man,
Wow.
I'm literally simping for senpais, bro. Simping for senpais.
I thought you were simping for dancing basses, but
Should be.
shame.
You're lost.
Well, yeah. So what Bass is saying is that I was a guest on a podcast that I've been talking to for a little bit on Twitter and Discord and stuff, and they asked me to be a guest, and their name is Simping for Senpai Podcast, and the episode just released I think yesterday when this episode comes out, possibly. It's Wednesday. But yeah, the topics was shows that we wanted to see remade or finished, and it was a really good show. We got into some Naruto things, talking about how the women wasn't written well before we got into the actual topic. So that was an interesting conversation.
I love that you got to talk about Naruto.
I was happy, bro.
How many times did you say Minato in the whole episode?
They should have had a Minato counter. We should have a Minato counter.
No, y'all be proud
one.
of me.
Don't worry about it. I have one.
I think I said none. I don't think I said it no times.
I think we might have to make a sound effect for the Minato counter, though.
It's just like a flying Rajan noise.
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh, I'm glad they didn't get the Tyler that we know and love, because
they still got the same bullshit. So don't worry.
They didn't get Minato.
There was no Minato mentions.
There was no Minato.
It's not even
Bro,
the same thing.
They got nothing.
I'm actually disappointed in myself now, because I literally talked about Naruto for like 10 minutes. And then at the end, I brought in Boruto, because that is one anime that needs to be remade the right way. And I didn't talk about Minato neither times. I'm heartbroken.
I'm a little disappointed, to be honest with you.
Taking the shit off.
Is he growing as a person? Like, I'm confused.
I'm removing my Katsu cloak now.
You should have. I thought you were gonna get yourself a Minato robe, dude. Come on.
I need to. I'm gonna have it soon, so don't worry. I'll find it.
Well, you guys want to get into our first topic?
Yeah. So, we're gonna do the most disrespectful anime moments in history. So guys, during our Showdown Throwdown 3, like I recommended, the Saga of Tanya the Evil. It's just one of the more savage anime characters I know of. And that got me thinking, I wonder what the boys have as their most disrespectful and savage moments in anime. So we're going to share it with you guys. And I'm actually really excited to hear about some of these because I haven't thought about them in a while. But Tyler, you want to get us started?
Yeah, so when we decided to do this segment, the first thing that popped in my head was Bleach, Ichigo, and it was the scene. I'm sure everyone's seen it before that has seen Bleach. Obviously, they probably remember it, but it was the scene where Ichigo calls an ambulance, and I will describe it a little bit for y'all. And it was basically Chad gets beat up by a couple of punks, goons, or whatever, and Ichigo comes in and saves him before he gets like demolished by rock. Because at that time, Chad was like not fighting anyone. You know, this was like episode 30, 37, or 36 or something like that, of Bleach, and he literally did not want to fight nobody. And so Ichigo comes up here and cleans up the two that was attacking him, and they go back to their boss, and 6 of them pull up on Chad and literally beat him up and take him captive, ties him up and stuff, all that good stuff. And they was gonna like tear up a heirloom that he got from his grandpa or something like that, if I recall correctly. And Ichigo comes in and just like drop kicks the boss. And while the boss is down on the ground, he like goes over to him and searches his pockets and gets his own phone out of his pocket and opens it up. It's a flip phone and starts calling numbers. He's like, "Oh, there it is." And he starts talking to these people. He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna need an ambulance to my location." And he tells them the location, and the goons is like, "What? You think you're gonna call an ambulance for Chad? You think you're gonna get an ambulance here without fighting us?" And then they was like, "How many do you want?" And Ichigo's just like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, counting the goons off. And like that shit was like mad disrespectful. Like this was one of the first 10 animes that I ever watched, and like it was 30 episodes in or whatever, and I still remember it to this day. And even though these boys was just like goons, nobody, piece of shit punks, you know, like he calls the ambulance for them, then beats the shit out of them, and that's disrespectful. I don't care who you are.
I absolutely loved that scene. It's just like, hello, can I get an ambulance? Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, send 6 ambulances.
And it was like,
no, it was absolutely fucking nuts.
Yeah, that has to be one of my top disrespectful moments ever. I'm not saying it's my top or favorite, but it's definitely one of the most memorable moments for me. So
Definitely, man. I still remember that like moment from like the first time I watched Bleach, like God, 15 years ago. And
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think I have a more disrespectful moment from Bleach, though.
Oh, definitely.
I
Probably.
think I might have the most disrespectful moment in all of Bleach.
But
so you guys
before
want
we,
me, I was just want me to go just because we're
yeah,
talking
go
Bleach,
for it,
right?
man.
We're
Go
talking
for it.
Bleach. You guys will be talking the same show right after. So
Knock
might
it
as well,
out.
right?
Knock it out.
So I'm talking about a scene. This is at the end of the Soul Society invasion arc. After Ichigo has beat Byakuya, and this is after the grand reveal of the big baddie in Bleach, which nobody saw coming. That was like one of the biggest. I'm trying to think of the right word. Like
Switch arounds, hoodwinks,
Bamboozles.
Yeah.
bamboozles, yeah, like unsuspected like story plot lines I've ever heard in my life. So it turns out that Aizen, who's one of the most badass bad guys there is in anime, in my opinion, turns out to be the bad guy. And it's Renji and Ichigo teaming up to try and take him down. I think they know they can't win, but they're going to try and go down fighting. And Renji comes in and he uses his Shikai to try and throw some attacks at him. And then Ichigo, this Bankai, charges Aizen. You got the theme music going on in the background. Like this is like classic, like late 2000s, early 2000s shonen right here. This is what you see in a shonen anime back in the day. And he comes at Aizen with the Bankai, goes to slash him, and Aizen just puts up one finger and stops Ichigo's new form, his Bankai, that literally just defeated probably one of the most powerful captains of the 13 courtyard squads. Stops with his finger. And that isn't the most disrespectful part of this. When he stops the sword, the music just stops.
And it was And it was getting to the good part too, like the screeching guitar, electric guitar or whatever too.
Definitely, dude. Homie stopped the main character's theme song with a finger. And the best part of it is that theme song was never played again in Bleach.
Yeah.
He erased that shit from existence, bro. It's ludicrous. And he stops it, and all you hear is Aizen go, "Oh my." And he just taps his finger down and literally cuts Ichigo right down the gut. And he's like, "Oh, I meant to cut you in half from the waist."
It seems like I went shallow.
With a fucking finger, boys. After Ichigo just powered up to his Bankai in 3 days, which nobody can do. Like,
Bro said, "Fuck you, fuck your
oh
Bankai."
my god! I just remember watching that scene in my jaw hitting the floor. Like, what just happened?
I think we was all like that, to be honest. That was just one of the most
Oh yeah,
like crazy scenes that we've ever seen before.
And the best part of this too is Aizen hasn't taken his glasses off. So this dude's up there looking like an honor student in high school, super nerdy. And that's when they basically get teleported up or pulled up to Hueco Mundo through some portal. And you see Aizen take off his sunglass and flip his hair back and just look like a super Chad. But the fact that my dude went in there and stopped his theme music, erased it from history with a goddamn finger, is some of the most disrespectful shit I've ever seen in my life.
I can agree with that. I just saw that for the first time a few months ago, and I was like, "Yo, like, what has Ichigo been doing? Like, he's not even ready."
Bro, what has Aizen been doing? That's it. It's like, where did he come from? Nobody expected that. It was absolutely an insane moment in that show.
Yes. Oh, for sure, for sure. My moment though is from Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, the movie. If you guys haven't watched it, it is worth it. Couple cringy moments in it, but this is not one of them. It's the Gojo versus Miguel fight. And I know, like, Miguel got his ass beat. He got the 30-piece McNuckle. And but first I want to put some respect on Miguel's name. Typically when somebody fights Gojo, they, either lose their life or a piece of their body. He lost neither. And he actually walked away from fighting Gojo to fight another day, to live on, which is very, very rare. And I also want to point out the fact that Geto had to source this man from across the planet. Miguel's from Africa. He had to call this man in from fucking Africa. Had to have somebody catch a flight because he knew Gojo was so overpowered. So Miguel is a real one, but he still got absolutely disrespected. And maybe it's not one of the most disrespectful moments in anime, but it hurt me watching this. It hurt me because Gojo and Miguel kind of get the scrapping a little bit, and they're kind of filling each other out. And Miguel, he has his whip, and he asks Gojo, do you know how many decades it took my people to weave this rope? And Gojo just flat out says, "Like I care." Classic Gojo being overpowered. I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm him. And not Gojo just didn't disrespect him. He disrespected his fucking ancestors. The man's grandma weaved that shit. And like his whole village did. His whole bloodline. And he can't even be bothered to say, "Oh, that's kind of cool." Like, even if I didn't like one of you guys and you were like, "My grandma made this for me," I'd be like, "Oh, that's all right. That's cool." But he didn't even have to do the courtesy of that. And, as a fellow person from the African diaspora, that shit didn't sit right with me. Shit made me mad uncomfortable. And it's like one of those moments, it's like, like, I know this wasn't racist, but it felt racist. It's just like, I don't like how he's talking about him right now. And like, I was like, this dude better start boxing. And he fucking tried. Then Gojo proceeds to hit him with the Muhammad Ali duck and weave for the next 15 seconds of the fight. Miguel's trying to get some licks in. It's just not happening. He's catching all air from all angles. And I know Miguel was tired after, getting off his volley. But then Gojo's like, you know what? I'm going to go on the attack my damn self. So Miguel proceeds to get tossed around all of Tokyo, going through buildings, falling down skyscrapers. It's very, very sad. And I just felt this in my gut. I was like, bro, you got to do it for the ancestors, dog. You got to get a lick in. Please, bro, please. And then Gojo gives him the famous 30 piece. And I remember sitting in the movie theater and being like, this is some fucked up shit. No, I don't like this. Why do you have to do that? He hit him in the abs, chest, neck, and face. Like, I just didn't like it. I didn't like it. I really want to play the video for you guys, but this is a podcast. We'll watch it later. But it was terrible. Gojo should be fucking ashamed of himself. He could have just said that's a nice rope. But
like I care, dude.
Like I care.
You said that, most people lose a body part or their life walking away from Gojo.
Or both.
Or both. Well, this man, he didn't do it, but he still lost a part of him. He lost a big part of him when he walked away from this shit. He probably couldn't fight no more after this shit. He was just embarrassed so bad and done disrespectful.
Yeah, I mean, so. Like he's probably, he's at least top 5 strongest sorcerers that we've seen. And he still got pieced the fuck up. Like,
he go just like, what, bro?
Yeah.
And you know what? The worst part is now he's working for the man.
Yeah.
Beat his ass so bad he had to do a favor for him.
He's like, hey, I'm just gonna join your guys' team now. I don't want that to happen ever again.
My man beat his ass into retirement.
Damn shame.
Send his ass back to Africa. That's crazy. Shit still don't sit right with my ass. Nah. Something's wrong, bro. That shit felt off. I felt personally attacked.
Yeah, it was definitely wild. Gojo just be wild, and we see like a lot of that in the hidden inventory arc that we've been talking about on the rundown, and it really lets his personality shine and see where he became like this. So
yeah,
I mean, he's the honored one, dude.
Yeah, the honored one.
Yeah, I just like I probably won't ever forget me and my sister. Like I was watching the first couple episodes of the second season, and she was like, "Was Gojo always this big of an asshole?" I was like, "Nah, he's just young now. He's still really fucking cocky." Which is, he maintains that, but like it's still a little much.
So basically what Dan says, Miguel should just be awed to be in the presence of the honored one to begin with.
Gojo ain't a human, dude. That man's a god.
No, just the fact that like Miguel could like box with him at all was pretty impressive.
It was. I'll give him that.
Doesn't mean
he didn't die.
I was gonna say, doesn't mean he didn't get disrespected any less.
No.
Honestly, he might be better off dead. he doesn't gotta walk around thinking about the fucking fate he received for so long, dude.
Every day when he goes into work.
Bro had to go back to the village and say, you know what? I know y'all think I'm him, but I met him.
Also,
and I'm not that.
By the way, you guys mind making me another one of those British women?
I know this took y'all 50 years to make, but god damn, that dude was fire.
Damn.
Hate to see it.
Well, I guess I'll get into my next one since it is JJK2 and it is Gojo as well. So,
surprise, a fucking prize.
Gojo's just a disrespectful fucking guy, dude.
So basically, this happens in episode 7, if y'all remember, and it's while Gojo is fighting Jogo, which is the volcano head dude. Y'all remember him?
Yeah.
And so this was like a few years ago or whatever, I think, and this is like literally the second thing that came up in my head when we had this conversation picked out or whatever, and Jogo literally thought he was the shit. He thought he was like a tough monster, and he thought he was capable of taking down special grade sorcerers. And him and I think if I remember correctly, he surprised Gojo, kinda, and just started like throwing haymakers and and was kind of connecting. And the whole time he was thinking that he was winning and just beating Gojo down. And Gojo just finally just snaps. It's just like, okay, it's time to quit playing. And he like literally just goes on the defensive and throws him around a little bit. And then he was like, oh wait. In the middle of the fight, he was just like, oh wait, uh, this is perfect. And he just leaves. He just teleports away. And then we see him go and grab Itadori and then teleport back. And this is before Jogo even blinks. And the fact that Gojo literally stops mid fight with a monster cursed spirit or whatever that thinks that he's on the same level as a special grade sorcerer to go get Itadori and bring him back just so he can have him stand beside him and teach him about domain expansion.
This would be like if Gojo was fighting like an upper ranked demon in Demon Slayer. It's like, hey, yo, I'll be right back.
Let me go get Tanjiro real quick.
Give me 1 second. This is a prime teaching opportunity for my student.
Hey, you know what, man? Good teacher right there. You never know when the lesson's going to come up, but you got to stand and deliver.
And what I'm not mentioning is that Itadori is like, I think at the time he was watching the videos, the movies or whatever, remember, on the couch or something like that. He was watching all the movies, I think. And that Gojo wanted him to watch. But like I said, he brings him back. He introduces Itadori to Jogo, and he's like, "Don't worry about him. He's only here to watch." And then he goes on to say, "But it'll be fine though because you're so weak." Oh man. Like the amount of disrespect Jogo felt at that, like the scene after, like he literally just blows his top. Like he's got like a volcano head and it literally just explodes because it just hurt his pride so much. And he couldn't do shit about it. Like he tried. He was like, it sucks that you bring someone else to the fight just to get in your way. And Gojo's just like, he's not gonna get in my way. Just watch his Itadori. This is how domain expansions work. He's gonna try to do his, but I'm going to counter it with another domain expansion.
Please pay close attention to what I'm about to do.
Oh, shit. We forgot a notebook. Teleports away, comes back.
Yeah, Itadori was over there like getting stressed out because Volcano had done his domain expansion. He was like, oh, shit. You know, what am I going to do? And Gojo's just like, don't worry. How do you counter this? Oh, it's simple. You just got to do your domain expansion.
I know it's a little warm in here right now, but I'm about to chill it out.
And I think that's the first time we actually see Infinite Void. Is that right?
That is correct.
That fight was awesome.
Yeah, that's like one of the first things that popped up in my head besides Ichigo was this scene right here. And I don't know how much more disrespectful you can get besides, going and getting your student, bringing him back so you can teach him about domain expansions while calling the dude weak to his face.
And then lopping his head off. And I can't remember this is canon, but I remember a scene or a picture or something where it's like the two other guys from Ghetto's crew and they're fucking playing volleyball with the head. Mm-hmm. Was that actually in the anime, or is that my headcanon from the internet?
I don't know. I want to say I remember that, but I'm not sure. So it could be either way. So
yeah, I think he was just like holding his head and tossing it around.
Oh no, dude! I saw pictures like them playing volleyball with it. Like imagine getting pieced up like that, and you're just looking down from the underworld or whatever you want to call it. You just see people playing volleyball with your head, dude.
It doesn't get worse than that.
Oh my god.
That's my second disrespectful moment of Gojo. Gojo's just a god at this point, so
yes sir.
Nothing you can do about him.
Broken.
Yeah, I would like to fit in. Well, my next moment is going to be when Sasuke met black people. So he gets his little task force Taka with Jugo, Suigetsu, and Karin, and they pull up to the Eight Tails B, and like they pull up and they're talking their shit. Sasuke just got the Mangekyo Sharingan, and he thinks he's him. You know what I'm saying? Like I got this. Bro's like, I got this. You take my left, you take my right. Karin, stay behind me, support my back. No go. Jugo, Suigetsu, it's a wrap. They get packed up instantly, like one blow, get them out my face. And then Sasuke tries to step up to the plate, and B is literally sitting there writing rhymes on his ass, talking about it's Mr. Eight Tails to you, sir. And it just kind of gets a little crazy. We see, Sasuke activate his Sharingan after a while, and B's just moving wicked. Pulls out eight different swords, and it's just kind of like flipping them around, chilling, writing rhymes in between the volleys. And Sasuke, he eventually gets turned into a fucking pincushion. And he's like, holy shit, like, is this really what the Land of Lightning is hidden the Land of Lightning is about? And yes, sir, it is. They really them over there. They got it like that. And from there, like, B is really just not feeling this, and he tries to run away. And they like Karin's like, oh, he's over there. And then he kind of pulls out his his Eight Tails form, and it's like fucking around with him, but he's really not doing shit. He doesn't really care. He just kind of wants to go write his rap. He's getting ready for a concert.
I remember that shit, bro.
Yeah, like imagine awakening the Mangekyo Sharingan, and this dude won't even give you the time of day, and is putting holes in your people, putting full-on holes. Suigetsu's trying to turn into liquid. It don't matter. Jugo's pulling, energy, nature chakra into him. It don't matter. He's having to bite Karin every other second just to stay alive. And then the lariat, bro. Bro took his chest out, but he's not even really trying like that. So I thought it was a great sequence. I just love how B is just like being nonchalant. He's like, yo, you guys got to learn how to rap. This shit's wicked. And he's just spitting bars, bro. He's just spitting bars the whole time. You fool.
I love how you had to pick this one next because you had to get a little black pride in there. You're like, no, this is my boy. After what you just talked about, dude, you needed
balance, bro. Balance.
You needed it.
I love my people. Balance. So that's when Sasuke met black people and he realized what the fuck was going on in the world.
And you said Sasuke thought he was him. When does he not think he's him, bro?
All the
whole
fucking
damn anime.
All I can think of is kid Sasuke with his hands like clasped, just sitting there like with his face in him. Cocky fucking son of a bitch got put in his place. Thank God.
Yeah, and they thought they captured him in the end. And it was just a tentacle piece. Bro didn't even really want to fight them. He really wasn't even going all out. He could have killed them all.
Yeah, he was just playing with them with all his 8 swords or whatever.
You fool.
Yeah,
but bro really was just trying to put pen to paper. A true MC.
Hey, I mean, when the man's got a concert coming up and it's the biggest concert of his life, apparently, like,
don't get between him and that, bro. Yeah, don't get between him and that. Man's trying to go on a world tour.
starting in his hometown.
Yeah. Right. Just do or die for him.
That's what
worried about your little fight. Infinite Tsukiyomi, my ace.
Dude, his infinite Tsukiyomi, if you got trapped in it, would just be him dropping bars on a big ass stage.
You know it.
Every day.
All the time.
Every day.
The time.
Well, for my next disrespectful moment, we're bringing it back to One Piece. So this is a scene from the East Blue.
Jesus Christ.
We all know it. We all love it. Zoro, our favorite swordsman, finally meets his end goal. He meets Mihawk, the world's strongest swordsman. Little did he know that he was not worthy yet. He was not worthy to lick this guy's boot. So he gets ready to attack. He's got his 3 swords out. He's ready to pull out his strongest move, the classic Onigiri. And what does our boy Mihawk do? He doesn't take his sword off his back. he pulls a literal butter knife out of his cross. This thing is 3 inches long. It looks like something you would pull out to whittle wood with. And
The-
it looks like a pocket knife, dude. It's tiny.
It really is. Yeah.
the what is it? The cross hilts? Is that what it's called officially? Is that correct?
Oh, is that what? I don't know.
Whatever they are, the cross things or whatever they
Mhm.
hilt was literally longer than the sword, bro.
So Zoro gets ready and V-Hawk's like, "Oh, I'm sorry I don't have a smaller blade to fight you with."
Why
Like,
would you say that to his face?
he's just talking mad shit, bro. And Zoro comes at him with everything he got. He stops all 3 swords with a freaking pocket knife you buy at like freaking Target for $3.
Damn.
A fucking butter knife, dude. And this is the scene where Zoro gets his iconic scar. He stops Zoro's attack and Mihawk just cuts him up with a fucking butter knife. Like, it was just so disrespectful. That shit was fucking petty. So
Really
fucking
was.
Oh,
petty.
it was. He did do him the honor once he actually defeated him of cutting him with his actual sword. Because Zoro wasn't being a bitch about the whole situation.
Imagine losing to a butter knife, dude.
I probably just would have left when he did that. I'd be like, you know what, bro? Like, you got this. I'm gone. Just leave me alone.
You win. I'll see you after a 2-year time skip when I get some hockey.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just imagine thinking that you're literally on his level when you ain't done shit yet. You know what I mean? Like, this
Right.
man is one of the top powers in the world, and you pull up on him like that and thinking you're gonna do something. Like, come
Dude,
on.
you get the title World's Strongest. I mean, there's what, 3 characters that have that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kaido, the world's strongest beast. Whitebeard, the world's strongest man. You get the world's strongest swordsman. Like, you don't fuck with those guys.
Nah, he just didn't know. Ignorance is bliss.
And I do have an honorary mention. I was going to talk about it, but I think we talked about it a little bit when we were talking Black Air Force energy, so I don't want to bring it up. But Hunter x Hunter, Kurapika bringing a shovel to a goddamn fight. It's the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen in my life. He's going to box, just walking up with a shovel and like, what's that for? It's like, I'm gonna bury you. You're
This
gonna
is
die.
for you, actually.
After we're done.
That shit's so wild.
Would you like a proper burial or not, bro?
Wild. And there's so many other disrespectful moments in anime we didn't get to. I mean, there's gonna be hundreds of them, but those are some of our favorites from some of our favorite shows.
Yeah, there's literally so many more that's probably better than what we picked, but these was just what was memorable for us. So
Yeah, definitely. You know,
Yeah,
maybe if we think of
100%.
some others, maybe we'll do it again. You know.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
But awesome. Hope you guys got a drink because we're about to raise our glasses and our spirits. Cheers, boys.
hell yeah.
Cheers.
Tyler's up there with a can of Coke. Me and Bass are sipping on the good.
Bro, they didn't tell me, bro. They didn't tell me they was gonna do this shit.
We're
You know
doing
what time it is.
it's pretty late, and we're doing a segment about boozing.
Like, I literally got some lemonade in there or whatever, hard lemonade. So I could have done it with y'all.
He could have been gone
Damn.
off the mics again. Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, dude, when Tyler has a few drinks, he does not shut up about our boy Minato. Trust me. You hear him. You hear him say Minato like 7 times on a podcast. It's because he's had 3 or 4 drinks.
No joke.
But so Zom 100 really got us thinking. You know, Akira risked his life just to go have some BS with one of his best buddies.
What a bro.
What a bro. I do it for you guys. I wouldn't make it, but I try. 'Cause you know what? If I'm going down in a zombie apocalypse, I'm going out with the boys in a keg. Done.
Oh, I would make it to the end of my street.
Kegger.
So in this segment, we're gonna pick which anime characters we'd love to put back a few cold ones with. So Who wants to get us started?
Shit, I'll knock it out first. I'll knock it out first.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go with Jiro Horikoshi from The Wind Rises. Actually,
Okay.
first of all, this is a real life legend, known for his design of the Japanese Zero in World War II, which featured his a great invention by him, which is a flush screw designed to reduce drag on these fighters. They were made for agility, not tankiness, and it was actually a very cutting edge design in the aeronautical world. Some of the reasons I would want to sit down and have a beer with this guy. One, I think he could use a break from the office. Man's a workaholic, 100%. But two, growing up, I wanted to be an aerospace engineer, so I'd have so many fucking questions to ask this man. I didn't end up doing that. I moved into the sales role, and do a little bit of engineering work, but nothing crazy like designing fucking airplanes, military airplanes. I ain't got it like that. I'm not that smart, I guess. But I would, I have to ask some questions like, like what is his dislikes and likes about the job, what surprised him about the profession and the industry he works in, and I have to ask him questions about, what he thinks about, his designs being used to pretty much kill people, and a long-winded take on like his thoughts about that. I think it'd be a really interesting conversation to have a few beers at the bar with about. And one thing I love to hear from people that I meet throughout work and in my personal life is to kind of like ask them and about their passions and like let them speak about it. I like listening to people talk about that stuff because they're usually very passionate. People like to talk about themselves, and I don't think it's selfish, but like I just like hearing about what they love.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good way to get to know somebody and kind of learn about who they are. And I don't know, I'd have so many questions, man. I'd have so many questions. And like I would love to, like hear about World War II from like the perspective of a Japanese person. And I haven't had the pleasure of doing that. So I think it'd be a great opportunity too, man. Jiro, real life guy. And somebody I would like to sit down and have a beer with. For sure.
I think it'd be interesting to see if he regrets it. You got to think that the plane he designed is the one that bombed Pearl Harbor.
Yes.
And that's what led to a lot of other things that happened in Japan. Little boy, everything else, bombing of Hiroshima. So you got to think, does he regret that? And I think it'd be really interesting to see that. But if you're going to meet Jiro for a beer, it's not at a bar. It's on some crazy ass plane with the Italian homie.
You got to, bro.
Sequences. Like, imagine being up on one of those planes that are crazy as shit that Italian dude designed. I can't remember his name, but like, you're just up, 20,000 feet in the air, having some beers, talking to those guys.
That'd be fucking awesome. In a dream. Yeah.
Going into like their like dream world and experience all that. It'd be nuts. And guys, shit. If you have not seen The Wind Rises, please go watch it. It's my highest rated show that we've watched. A movie that we've watched. I think I rated it a 9.3. It has that personal aspect with him being an aerospace engineer, and then I thought the story was phenomenal. And then the fact that he's a real life person added that extra layer on top of it. It just pushed it over that 8 edge for me.
Oh, definitely, man. And then after you watch it, go check out the review we did many moons ago.
It's a long time ago now. Yeah, a few months.
You scroll down the old podcast list, you'll find.
Bro, I think that was back when we was doing one podcast episode a week, right? Probably.
I think
it's been a long time ago.
It was one of the first 10 episodes, I believe.
It was definitely an oldie, but a goodie.
Oh yeah.
And it also has for y'all romance people, this show is not just about the aerospace stuff or whatever the Bass talks about over there. It's got romance in it too, so
it does. I nerd out on
some good. So
I definitely nerd out on the airplanes, but yeah, it does have that slice life aspect to it.
I love the planes, and then the romance part of this was a real tearjerker, man.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
and Tyler was crying. I was holding back the single man tear because
Yeah.
it's what I do.
Let's be real. Tyler's always crying at this point.
Well, Tyler, you want to go next? You want me to drop my first one?
I mean, I can go.
All right, cool.
So I picked I can't stay away from Naruto long. I picked Jiraiya Sensei, and
I'm just gonna say one thing. Homie is sitting here with like an Akatsuki like blanket on his shoulders right now, talking about Jiraiya, and that is some fucked up shit.
Yeah, it's a little fuck, my boy.
Look, I wear this to remember all the heroes that helped stop the Akatsuki.
He's freaking grasping at straws right now.
Oh, big time.
Don't worry about
Big
it.
time.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get a Minato one soon. Then we won't have to worry about it no more. We won't have to worry about me grasping at straws and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Me bullshitting. But yeah. So I picked Jiraiya. And one the reasons why I picked Jiraiya, this man, he loves a good drink. We see that time and time and again. Especially, he's always chasing after Tsunade, who is, let's be honest, one of the biggest drunks in Naruto. So he's got to keep up with her. You know what I mean?
I'm so surprised that none of us put down Tsunade on this list because she would be so fun to get a drink with. And I almost did, but it was going to get a little too horny for me, so I put that away.
Drink and gamble? Sounds like a good evening to me, man.
Maybe some little extra special later on, Mm.
Hey, yo! That's why I didn't put her on my list.
Hey, yo.
That's okay. We're here to honorable mention her while we're talking about Jiraiya. So
you gotta respect the Hokage, folks.
Yeah. The Sanin. But, him being able to love a good drink and, drink pretty good, that's not why I wanted him to go with me. Everybody knows Jiraiya. He's wild, carefree, funny. He's got like a lot of good personality traits with him. He's just someone that you could have a good time with, I feel like. And you could literally watch him for like 5 minutes and you would probably be dying with laughter at the situations that he gets himself into because he's just so the word maybe rambunctious. Would that be a correct word for that?
That'd be a great word for that. Yeah.
So I was just trying to find something that fit him pretty good, and I feel like that does it. But another cool thing about him is he's a Sanin, literally like a legend. And with that being said, he's also like a writer too. Like he likes to storytell and stuff. So can you imagine taking Jiraiya to a bar and just having like some one-on-one time with him and shooting the shit and listening to all of the stories that he could tell you, the stories that like literally nobody, like a handful of people know about, because he's been to places and done things that literally no one else has done and seen.
Right. Like he travels the world.
Yeah.
He's a great storyteller. Like he writes books.
Yeah.
So that'd be cool to sit down with him and
Yeah,
just listen to stories.
You know what I would ask him?
What?
If his books are based on real life events. Because that horny motherfucker writes some smut, folks.
Absolute smut. Absolute smut.
I mean, he's all the
eats
time.
that shit up.
He's all the time trying to get research. So, I mean, maybe it is written on real life shit. So, who knows? Why would he need all that research?
He's just traveling to other ninja villages, plowing broads. My man.
Thinking they were trying to get that world belt. Time.
The world belt.
The world belt, dog.
He's got the map of the Naruto world. He's just checking shit off.
But yeah, I feel like almost anybody could have a good fun time with Jiraiya. Either whether they was looking for like a chill, fun time, or if you was just looking for like an intellectual conversation with him or some great stories. And the man knows what's important too. He literally can just eyeball, things and tell they're 106 centimeters, and that's a good quality, bro.
I knew it was going to come up eventually. I was like, there's no way we're getting out of this segment without this once I saw Jiraiya on the list.
Oh man, it was like I made a joke about how Zoro had like the second biggest bust in all of One Piece. And literally Tyler off 2 seconds later, 106 centimeters, my girl Tsunade. I'm like, how do you know that off the top of your head? Just like that, dude.
Yeah, well, see, the thing is, I've watched Naruto a lot and I really like Jiraiya, and there,
He really likes Jiraiya.
So
Got it.
Jiraiya, Minato, I mean, I don't know.
He couldn't even explain his way out of this when he tried.
Homie needs a new blanket ASAP, boys. He's talking about all these great guys wearing an Akatsuki robe, and it's like, dude.
Hey, Madara is one of my favorite villains of all time, so I gotta hand it to him. I mean, technically, he wasn't Akatsuki though. I mean, it's
there, but you're grasping at straws again, buddy.
Yeah. Anyways, Jiraiya, the best person to go to the bar with, in my opinion. 106 centimeters. Those are the basic points. Let's get this shit on the road.
Tyler's just gonna be in a bar pointing at chicks, and Jiraiya's gonna be like 88 centimeters, 86 centimeters, 33 centimeters, and just drinking every second, boys. That is a great party trick, guys. If you can,
it really is, though.
Bro, we're gonna gamble. We're gonna gamble on. I'm gonna be like, bro, is that under 70 or over 70? And
the over under, not the over under.
And we're gonna drink, bro.
Dude, just imagine you're in a bar and your buddy's like 36 double D, and you're like, what? That's what it is. It'd be nuts. I'd be like, dude, stop.
No, that would be a fun time.
No, that would be funny. That would actually
especially drinking.
Until one woman hears you and starts coming over and treats freaking Jiraiya and me like Tsunade, dude. She starts smacking the shit out of us.
But that would be funny too, because I would be the one being smacked. It'd be Jiraiya.
Fair enough.
Dan, what is your pick?
So, my first pick is cut from the same cloth as Tyler's here, but without the boobs. So I picked Edward Newgate, Whitebeard from One Piece, and you guys probably know by now, but he's considered the world's strongest man, and he's got a bounty of 5 billion, 46 million berries. Damn. The man is a badass. But like, imagine the stories he could tell you over a few beers. He's traveled the Grand Line. The dude's like 137 years old or whatever. That's an exaggeration. He's not that old, but he's pretty damn old. But he rivaled the king of the pirates. He had one hell of a family. He's been all around the Grand Line. I just think he'd be a really fun guy to have a beer with.
I could agree with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And the guy loves to drink anyway.
I was going to say, the man was advised not to drink by his nurse, and he basically said, fuck y'all, I'm having some sake, baby.
Yeah, bro's like, I'm already dying. Like, fuck you. What do you want?
If that's what takes me out, I mean, so be it, bro.
I have an end goal here, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I want him to call me one of his sons. Whitebeard calling me his son would be like the defining moment of my life.
So
I would cry. I'd cry on the spot, like, Dad. I have a dad, but that's not important for this. Dad.
Are you saying that Whitebeard to you is like Minato to me?
Yeah, I mean, I don't talk about him every day though.
He just keeps him in his heart.
I got the only pop I own is Whitebeard because he's Pops, and I was like, that's too funny not to get it.
That's fair.
Hell yeah.
That's fair.
But also, if I get him drunk enough, he might tell me what the One Piece is because he knows the One Piece is real. So hey, I might get some spoilers.
You think he knew though?
Yeah, Roger told him.
Oh, he did. Okay.
Yeah, it was during the big flashback during Wano where Whitebeard and
that's right.
Whitebeard
Okay.
Pirates and the
Yeah.
Roger Pirates clashed, and then they're just all getting drunk after having a party. And Roger told him.
Yeah, because Big Mom even said something about like, why didn't you tell me before you died or something like that, didn't she?
So yeah, when she was falling down a giant hole into a molten thing of lava.
Yeah, that one.
Yep.
But man, I feel like he'd be such a fun guy to have a beer with, and he'd probably drink me under a table. I mean, the guy's sake cup is the size of my car.
Yeah, because
You'd be
this
done
dude
pretty
is
quick.
20 foot tall, bro.
Hell of a
Of
way
course
to
he's
go.
going
You
to.
could like fill your bottle with some of his sake cup and still be fucking plastered.
I just want him to pat me on the head and call me one of his sons, dude. That's all I need.
I need a papa.
I got a papa, but it'd be awesome. I don't have an anime dad. I don't have an anime dad. There we go.
There you go.
So would you call him Papa or Daddy?
I call him Pops.
Gotta call him Pops.
I'm not calling him Daddy.
I'm not
I
calling
would call him Daddy.
I'm not calling another man Daddy ever.
No,
I don't even call my dad Daddy. There's
I would
no
call
way.
Minato Daddy, bro.
I look my father in the eyes and go, David.
Hey, yeah.
But I call Whitebeard Pops, 100%.
He gives his dad a strong handshake. Hello, David.
I'll talk to you when you're 18.
How's the yard today?
Throw the Uno reverse card at him, dude. I'll talk to you when you're 18.
I literally do talk to my dad about his yard. He loves that. It's immaculate. I sent a picture today and he thought it was fucking AstroTurf.
It was unreal, dude. I want your dad to come fix my lawn.
Elite yard care.
But speaking of One Piece, Bass, you want to get to your next guy?
Yes, sir. I think Usopp would be the fucking man to have a drink with. First of all, like, you know, he's a great liar and storyteller. So even if what he tells you isn't true, it's gonna be fucking entertaining. Like he's not super strong.
Though?
Yeah, he drinks.
You think so?
Usopp?
When they have parties.
Can he hang though? Is what I'm trying to say.
No, it'd be great. Bass would drink him on the table. It'd be hilarious.
Yeah, it'd be even funnier, dude. He put some chopsticks in his nose and we'd be straight.
I just want to see Bass try and put chopsticks in his nose.
Get little tiny ones.
Little tiny baby ones. We're actually just toothpicks.
Yep. I can make it work. But like whenever you're like you see all the Straw Hats on the Thousand Sunny or the Going Merry, like him, Luffy, and Chopper always seem to be the people having the most fun. So like getting to be a part of that would be fucking awesome. And like honestly, yeah, Usopp, great. You know, I'd like to ask him how he overcomes his fears and like if I can get him to tell the truth and get an honest opinion on like what it feels like to be like a pretty much like a normal human being on the battlefield with a bunch of monsters. I think that'd be a really cool perspective to get. Just like that POV and like, you know, a first-hand account of like some shit that happens, but probably won't get him to tell the truth.
What you do gotta have is you gotta have Usopp tell some lies about you. Because it seems like every time he tells a lie, it comes true down the line. So
that's true. Yeah.
Bass, I just want to say you mispronounce God.
Oh, God, Usopp. You right.
Yeah. Sorry. Usopp.
Yeah. You mispronounced. It's God.
God Usopp. Excuse me.
Nah, dude. He's part of the D clan. Go D Usopp.
Disrespecting our man Usopp over here. Damn. Hate to see that.
Yeah. When Dan was originally watching One Piece, I was like, you'll see. Usopp's a god. God Usopp. Every time I would correct him every time he said Usopp for like months.
I love that. I love that I corrected you just out. I didn't even know that shit.
Dude, it was before I got there. I mean, I was calling him Sniper King, Soga King. He's like, no, he's a god. King. I'm like,
God, don't disrespect our Lord and Savior like that.
He's a king, dude. So do you think after like how many beers do you think it takes for Usopp to put the mask on and break out the Soga King personality? because that's the one I want to drink with. I want him.
I think if I get him like 7 to 10, like everything's on the table.
Oh, dude, imagine him just sitting at a bar with a mask on, singing his own theme song.
You know where my mind goes to where I would be drinking with Usopp is like one of like the banquets that the Straw Hats have. Imagine how much fun you would have at them shits. Everybody's singing and dancing. You got Brooke in the background playing tunes. Like everybody's just going crazy. Hell yes, bro. That's a party. That's a rager.
I love it.
Is.
Man.
I love it.
Yeah. Usopp would be amazing.
I like it. Out of all the like people that I thought of to do this with, Usopp was never on my list, but he's such a great character for this. So
yeah, he really is. Boy knows how to have fun.
Dude, he would just start breaking out all his personalities. He'd be Usachi? Is that what he is in Wano, or Usachi?
I don't remember what his name is.
Oh, he'd be breaking out all his fake personalities. If he'd have a frog on his head, he'd be selling toads.
Dude, I'd be having a ball with Usopp.
Dude, that'd be fun. That'd be fucking fun, man.
Getting to bring his hammer out, bro. That he got Perona with.
Oh my god, dude. You go to the bar and you tell a girl, like, I'm gonna take 1,000-ton hammer. And Usopp pops you with one of those fucking rubber hammers used to get at like fairs back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And then you look like the toughest guy in the bar.
There we go.
Pulling chicks.
Yes.
Wingman.
Yes. And you know Usopp is probably the ultimate wingman with the lies, though.
Oh, I mean, this is off topic, but I used to be the ultimate wingman. I would tell chicks that me and my friends went ice fishing and I fell through the water and they dove in and saved my life. Usopp would do that for you, bro.
Oh,
and do that for you, dude.
Yes.
Damn.
Like that.
My friends pulled with that story, dude. It worked out great.
He's a hero.
He saved my life. I fell through the ice into freezing water. I couldn't get out. I couldn't swim. And this man saved my life. You'd have Usopp. You'd be in the bag, dude.
He's a god. A kami.
And he'd just be sitting there. It's in your heart, bro. Sniper Island. It's in your heart.
But yeah, shit. I think Usopp is definitely a sleeper pick for this.
Oh yeah, for sure. I enjoyed it. Is it me? Is it me next?
Go for it.
Go for it.
So I picked Otame, and y'all may not remember who this is, but it's from Night is Short, Walk On Girl. You remember? Y'all remember that one? Yes.
Yeah. Our black haired girl. Yeah.
Yeah. So I wanted to, for some reason I thought of her and I was like, bro,
Perfect.
The boys probably ain't gonna know this name off the top of their head, but when it finally clicks, like she's literally the life of a party, She is down for whatever.
Dude, she is a bottomless pit, dude. Good luck keeping up with her.
You don't have to, bro. She's gonna be doing that damn dance, bro.
I want to see Tyler do that dance so bad right now. You'd be on his ass faster than you could fucking say. How's the dance going, brother?
Bro, I don't think my balance is that good.
Can't get that low.
No. I can do it.
Like, especially like just bending over and walking in a circle while having your hands up. Like, I would probably hit my nose, bro.
You got there we
shit.
go. Yeah.
Dan's just giving us a demonstration over here.
Unfortunately, I don't have a second camera that's just got my whole office in it, so you guys can't see it. It was beautiful.
It was. But yeah, so there's really no explanation needed for this one. She's literally live at a party. She's a bottomless pit. She's down for whatever, and she's like just I don't know. She just wants to go on adventures while drinking, and it's just so cool. It's so fun to you wouldn't really get stories out of her, kind of like the theme of this has been so far. But she would literally just be a good time. So
no,
you don't need stories out of her.
Yeah.
Like,
you're making this story.
Yeah.
Like I've had nights like that where you just like casual night, and all of a sudden it's 6 a.m. and you've done like a million things. And they're some of the most like memorable nights of like my drinking career, you know? Like that shit's so fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like she would literally get you there. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it's just a solid pick. I thought
Great
sleeper
pick.
for sure. So
Great pick.
but
Yeah, definitely a sleeper.
but we did just so y'all know, we did talk about Not a Short Walk On Girl. I don't even know, a couple months ago, I believe. So y'all should definitely go check it out. It was a trip, an absolute trip.
I love how we've taken this segment and just made it us casually plugging episodes from like 4 months ago.
I mean, they won't know, bro. They won't know if we don't tell them. We got to
That's
put them on
true.
it.
That's
There's
true.
somebody in the Discord who loves the Tatami series, like all of them, and they're gonna know right off the top of their head. I can't remember who it is.
It's Pete from what do you say, anime, bro?
Okay.
Yeah. He really likes this shit. He wanted us to watch
He wants to watch the manga
the
or
TV
the
show,
anime.
the anime show. Yeah.
Yeah, and
So-
there's a new one on Hulu too, and I watched like a couple episodes of it, but I never got a chance to finish it.
Really? Okay. Maybe we'll follow up on that one day. Maybe. So.
Yeah, if we find time. Jesus Christ, dude. We're watching so much anime right now.
We are.
Yeah, for real.
I don't think we've done a movie review in like a month and a half. We're like, nah.
Maybe it's
Nah,
getting
too
time for
busy.
one.
I was thinking that actually. Yeah,
Let
we
us-
should do that soon.
We got to get through the summer first, guys. We're all too busy. God, this is like, I feel like this is the first weekend I'll be home in the last 2 months.
Bro, I've just been moving for forever right now.
Yeah, our schedule's been whack lately.
Yeah,
if y'all guys hadn't noticed.
Yeah, apologize. We're gonna be back on the Tuesday, Thursday train next week. So thank God.
Yes, I'm ready.
So ready. Well, you guys want me to get to my last one?
Yep, I see why you picked her.
Certified baddie.
You guys don't know the half of it. So my last pick, and again, I keep bringing Fairy Tail into this because I want these guys to watch Fairy Tail because it is some top tier shonen. Like it's like if there was like the top 5 outside of the big 3, this is probably like 1 or 2. You know, back in the day, like it was up there.
Look, I ain't gonna lie, you ain't gotta convince me no more. You've already convinced me. I just gotta find time to actually do it because you know when Dan put this on here, I literally said another Fairy Tail baddie. And that basically sums up my want to watch it.
he looked her up and he's like, damn, he got me again.
Damn, he making me want to watch this shit again.
So I picked Kana Alberona from Fairy Tail. She's a member of the Fairy Tail Guild. She is a supporting character, but the girl fucking knows how to party. This is I decided to pick someone who was going to be like telling me stories, and then like Tyler, I picked somebody who's going to go have a fucking bang up night out in the town. So there's multiple scenes in the show where Kana is just yugging straight from the barrel, from the keg.
Damn.
Like hold on, holding a keg of beer, just throwing it back. I mean, she's got it on lock.
No, so like, okay, I'm on like the Fairy Tail wiki page. Personality. Kana has a great love for alcoholic beverages and a strong alcoholic resistance such that it borders on addiction. Oftentimes, she is seen drinking directly from a large beer barrel. Let's go. That's the first part of her fucking personality.
My girl. She's pretty bad. I mean, she's not like top 5 in Fairy Tail, but she's looking pretty good. She's looking pretty good. You know, she's got a little spunk to her. She's brunette. I like that. Love that. Love me brunette. She's also a degenerate gambler. So this is like
also fun.
This is like Tsunade Light without taking the character that everybody thought we were gonna take.
No 106.
A younger Tsunade.
Yeah, I would say that. I mean, she's only like 20 in the show, so that's fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, she's the polar opposite of the wise old man with killer stories that is Whitebeard. I wanted somebody who was going to be a blast. Somebody that could just go out in the town with, get rip shit drunk. I'm talking like we wouldn't go to a bar and have a couple of beers. We would be bar hopping. We would end up at a club. From there, we would end up at a freaking Waffle House or a Denny's. Like, we'd be going till 6 a.m. We'd be drinking beers on a roof somewhere. Like, this is my girl. She's a total wild card. No pun intended. She has card magic.
Okay.
See, if you guys knew, you know, you might have laughed. I laughed.
I'm laughing with you, not at you, Dan. Just so you know.
But like, she'd be the ideal like drinking partner for like a night out of the movie or a night out of the movie The Hangover. Like, that's the shit we would get into. Like, we'd meet Mike Tyson. There'd be a fucking tiger. It'd be nuts.
Fuck yeah.
A giraffe.
But most importantly, she's undefeated in drinking contests. So I know who I'm putting my money on. I'm walking out of this place ripped. I mean, she looks tiny. She's like 100 pounds with like giant tits. Nobody's gonna put money on her. I'm coming out with a lot of money, and I'm drinking a lot with that money, boys.
So I hate to burst your bubble here, but if my girl walks in on your girl, she's definitely winning, bro.
Oh, there's no way. Yeah.
Otome.
Otome is not beating Kana.
What?
What are you
Otome
on,
is not
bro?
beating
What
Kana.
are you on?
Otome was mixed drinks. She had this big old drink party. They do the same
She
thing.
didn't even get drunk though, bro. Kana gets drunk.
And you don't know.
Dan's over here grasping at straws now.
Yeah, no, we got him on his back foot.
Kana ain't losing that shit, dude. I'm putting my faith in my girl.
Otome drank the whole night and didn't get drunk. She had 7 drinks in like 5 minutes. She was like, "Oh, let me get another one."
How many drinks are in a goddamn keg?
Dude.
150 beers?
But she gets drunk. The picture of her on the wiki is her drunk. We ain't even seen Otome drunk.
Yeah, but Otome didn't drink that many beers. And guess what Kana is? She's just a fun drunk. She's not like a sloppy blackout. She's just having a good time.
Okay.
She's getting a little flushed, but she'll keep going.
Yo, you keep that same energy when we're putting money down on the table, bro.
You got to remember that Otome also went to a book fair and did all that other bullshit. She stopped drinking for a while. Kana keeps going. Kana keeps going.
Okay.
We gonna see.
Kana's got a problem.
We
She does have a lot of things going on, so I will say that.
Okay.
Kind of a badass. And she can't compete, so she's pretty hurt by that. But you know, as a part of being the daughter of the strongest fairy tale guild member.
It is what it is.
You just set up to be an alcoholic. It's done.
Some people, sometimes it be like that, bro. I guess.
Hey man.
Also dislikes non-alcoholic drinks. Definitely has a problem. Definitely has a problem. This wiki is going in on her ass.
Damn.
You know what?
Pause.
That's the kind of person you want to drink with.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. After seeing a picture, like I'm trying to drink with her too. So you got room, bro?
No. You don't.
Okay, hold on. I might have to resend this. She's responsible for 30% of Fairy Tale's yearly alcohol consumption. She's one person.
It's a guild with like 80 people in it.
Jesus Christ.
Big strong.
She's her.
She's her, dude.
I guess we just got to see one day Otame versus Kana. So
I think Kana's got in the bag, dude. She can yug.
I believe in my woman, even though she doesn't look as good.
Well, that's obvious.
She's got spirit.
Yeah, she's got spirit and energy, I guess. So there's that.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, you guys got anything to add to our booze sesh?
Nah, that's it for me, man.
Well, guys, we hope you enjoyed us talking about a little hooch, a little beer, a little drank. Like I said last episode, make sure to rate the podcast. You know, that helps us get more eyes on it on the platform. Join the Discord for the watch party this Saturday. If you have any interesting topics you'd like us to discuss, we are looking for that. You know, it's hard to come up with a couple ideas every week, so it never hurts. And linktree.com/Anime Degens. Join the Discord, check out our socials, and we'll catch you guys next week. Bye.
Later.
"にじんでく血を風に